I think we have sound.
Happy
Inkaversary!
Good job.
November marks 5 years since Catherine Pooler ink pads hit the market. It's a big month.
It's a very exciting time. It is a big month. We have Inkaversary. We have new goodies coming your way in a week or so.
Yeah.
We have the wonder that is Black Friday coming. I mean, so many exciting things happening. I got it. There we go. This month.
So 5 years ago, we launched the first 5 ink colors. So it was just, well, how about, does anybody remember what they are? The first 5?
I do.
So they were released in a box. We put out a box of products called the Foundations box, and that went out in November. It was very exciting. I remember way back then, it's fun to look back then. My kids were 5 years younger.
Yeah.
Now
Which makes a huge difference when you're their age. They look so much different.
Yes.
We don't look different at all.
I know. So my almost 17-year-old was almost 12. And when you look at a 12-year-old compared to a 17-year-old, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I have 2 in college now, 1 in high school. They were all in middle school and high school then. Mm-hmm. And now they're big girls. They're big girls. We were, the company was new and in my home. And I remember working with a manufacturer for almost a year to get the inks just the way I wanted them, because I loved all kinds of inks that were on the market, but each one I wanted a little bit something different. So I wanted an ink that does all the things that our ink does. So if you're new to Catherine Pooler Ink, I am going to go over quite a few of their properties today and how to use them. I am going to make 2 cards. So we're going to go through that. We're going to have some creating fun.
Yes.
We're going to ask or answer any questions that you have during the live stream. And we're going to give away something really big.
Yes. Erica was just being born. Yes, Tracy, 5 years ago, I was merely a baby. If only.
So one lucky commenter is going to win a year of free ink.
Woo!
So what does that mean?
Yeah.
All you have to do, we're going to randomly choose one person who either left a comment in the live chat or a comment under the video after the live stream is done. So on the replay, you comment under the video.
And they have until when to comment?
Thursday nights, Friday at 9 a.m. We're switching things up just ever so slightly on Thursday and Friday of this week. Our live stream videos will be on Facebook at 9 a.m. So Friday, 9 a.m. on Facebook, we're going to be randomly selecting the winner to win all of the new inks. So what that means...
it here as well.
Yeah, we'll also put it in the newsletter. Yes. So if you're not on our newsletter yet, hop on there so you don't miss a thing. We are going to pick one winner, and we are going to send that person every new ink product that we release in 2022. Right.
So what that means is as they come up new, the winner will get theirs just packaged up and shipped to them automatically. We're really excited about it. There's a number of new things hitting the shop next year.
Yes. We plan very far in advance. So we have all of our ink releases already planned for 2022. Actually, we have our first ink release of 2023 planned.
Yeah, we do.
So that's how far in advance we schedule everything out.
We don't have those inks in-house, but it's planned.
Yes, we know it's coming. So unless something derails, which has happened to us in the past, such as a pandemic. But I think we're back on track now.
And then we have to switch gears.
Yeah. So right now in the shop, all of our full-size ink pads and our refills are on sale for 15% off. I think there's only been one time ever that we've put any ink on sale. It was only like 6 colors.
Yeah, we don't normally do ink sales. So
now's the time.
Exciting.
If you haven't tried them, go over and grab a few colors or a lot of colors because you're gonna love them. And for those of you that have been using our inks, leave us a comment. Let us know what your favorite color or color combination is and what your favorite feature of these ink pads are. Anything else?
Oh, you guys are great. Now, I will say this. We have a lot of folks here today. There's a lot of chit-chat. Obviously, you guys are saying hello and everything. I'm going to do my best to keep up once you get started with the questions.
Coming in
if
hot and
I
heavy.
miss your question, sometimes one of our brand ambassadors can help out. And if not, you can politely ask again, and I'll try and grab you. So just to say, there's a lot of excitement,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
And I know some of you have already grabbed your list of colors that you were missing from your collection and gone in and ordered. I know a couple of people we've seen this morning have been ordering refills because maybe you didn't have refills yet, and like now's the time. Yeah, Catherine's fingers are achy.
Yeah. I've been aching.
She got ink.
Before I dive into this, I wonder if I share a little news with them.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pull those ink colors.
That's okay. I can
We
grab them.
see it's a boy.
Yes.
Sweet 16
Yes.
and meant to be. Where is meant to be?
Oh.
Where is meant
Oh,
to
here it
be? Oh, there
You
it
guys,
is.
sometimes my sister's staying with me right now, and we talk in unison places, and it's hilarious. And you and I just did that. People are like, "Hello," and my sister and I are like, "Hi," like a little
Sing-songy.
Hi, how are you?
So 4.5 years ago, we released our Spring Fling inks.
Yes.
And those colors are absolutely wonderful. But there were 3 colors that we wanted to just do a little tweak to. So we have Meant to Be, we have It's a Boy, and we have Sweet 16. So light blue, a light mint, and a light purple. These 3 colors are going to retire. Don't get upset.
Don't get upset.
These colors will be re-released in January, tweaked ever so slightly.
Yes.
So we are going to bring a slight refresh of these 3 colors in January.
So this is big news.
I know you guys are going to have a lot of questions about this, so I'm buckling up. If you already have these 3 colors, there's nothing wrong with them. We
Right.
still love them.
Yep.
We just wanted to update them ever so slightly. And with the new colors, there's a very slight difference in them. So if you already have them, you might still be happy with those. Or maybe you want to update and refresh.
Yes.
Totally up to you. We do not plan to make a habit of changing our
Yeah.
colors. So don't get worried and nervous that we're going to change all of our colors, because that's not what is going to happen.
But we just have, we're evolving and we're tweaking things, and we're kind of looking at, how things have come together with our colors. And these 3, we just really wanted to give that little refresh. We think that you'll love what you're going to see in January. And if you currently think that this is the prettiest color ever made to man, which maybe it is, and
It is fantastic.
then
Yeah.
just use that.
Yeah.
Grab some refills.
Yep.
So
Okay.
really good question before we carry on is Sue was asking, is the sale on stocked items, or is it like will we sell it? It is possible we could sell out of something, and it would be, the sale would be on the in stock items.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like no rain checks, basically.
We do have a lot of stock though of ink, so but yes, if we sell out of a color or a refill, that would be how many new inks are coming in 2022? Do we have that number? Are we prepared to share?
True.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 16.
16, including
Full
the
size.
the 3.
Refresh. Yes.
That includes these 3 new ones.
That
They will
come in
have
January.
similar names but updated, and they just
And we also will have some minis next year, but not positive how many sets of minis. That will depend on how the year goes with
we have a plan.
Yeah, we have a plan.
Once in a while we have to
We're
pivot.
always leery of sharing things. Honestly, guys, one of the
Right.
reasons we're leery of sharing is sometimes things have to pivot for a lot of reasons that you probably don't want to be bored with right now.
Because sometimes I say something and then someone comes back and said, well, you said.
Yes. And back when we were planning date night in January of 2020, and then stuff happened.
We weren't able to release
It
them.
took almost a year before we were able to actually, it was a year
We had
before
to
we
delay
were
that
able
whole-
to release them. So we didn't expect that. That wasn't our plan.
Right.
So we don't want you to feel disappointed, and that's why sometimes we're a little reluctant to share a lot of information like that. So it's not that we're being
secretive
sneaky.
or trying to keep you out of the loop.
No, and
Yeah.
also sometimes we are working on something and we get a bright idea and we end up shifting things around, or we pull something in new last minute that we didn't have in our plan. So we might have in our minds thought, oh, we're going to do these colors, and then since you don't know it's happening, something changes and we decide to do something completely different.
Yep.
In which case, again, we wouldn't want you to be like, oh no, what happened to so-and-so? So,
yes, we don't want you to change your plans for something that we say is going to happen and then it changes.
But,
so
I feel pretty comfortable about that. Yeah. 16.
Oops, hold on. Feel comfortable about the 16.
I feel pretty comfortable with the 16.
comfortable.
I'm pretty excited about the 16.
Yes. So,
look at this.
The party collection.
Oh, I love it. Some folks are guessing some of the refreshed names.
Oh.
Definitely cute, meant for each other. I love it.
Oh.
Definitely love to hear those. They do have names already, but I love it. And
maybe
you're kind of warm on the trail with that.
Maybe we should have asked them first.
Yeah. And then
we need to do that sometime.
Also, guys, it's the retiring colors are meant to be Sweet 16 and It's a Boy. And they will be retiring at the end of this year.
Or while supplies last.
Mm-hmm. And then the new refreshed colors will be joining the collection in January. Okay?
If you have the Spring Fling minis that includes these 3 colors, you will be able, for a very short time in January, be able to buy the set of 3 minis to update your pack if you choose to.
Ooh, Lauren, I love your question. I want to think about it.
What's the question?
Best 4 colors for grungy style.
Oh.
But what I want to say is if anybody who's with us feels like you can think of 4 colors you'd suggest for Lauren, do that.
Yeah, pop it in.
But Lauren, I really love that question. I just need to marinate on it.
Yeah. All right, let me talk about if you're new.
Let's do it.
2 different collections of ink. So when I released ink, one of the reasons I wanted to do this was because of color. I found that I gravitated toward the same maybe 8 ink pads all the time, and that's kind of all I used. I had a ton of ink pads, but I just didn't use them all. And as I marinated on why, it finally hit me that I had a mix of inks that were various places on the grayscale. So I had some inks that were very highly saturated, very vibrant, bright, saturated, rich colors. And I had some colors that were very grayed down and very muted. And I had colors all in between. And I didn't know how to mix and match those together because it can look off if you use like a really bright, almost neon lime green color with a muted grayed down blue. So that's when I thought, hey, why don't I use this when I release my inks? I will have 2 sets of ink, one that is all highly saturated colors so that they're all gonna have the same feel and the same value and they all are gonna work together. And then, and that's what we call the party collection. So it's just super easy. We call it Color Made Easy. Then we have the spa collection. These are grayed down, kind of muted, sophisticated, elegant colors. And that is the spa collection. We have on the label, it'll say spa or party so that you know. And most of the time you're gonna be able to tell from the name anyway. Sauna, you're gonna get in a sauna when you go to a spa. You're gonna drink some green tea. You go to the beach and it's very relaxing and spa-like and zen-like, and you're gonna gather up sea glass. So all of the names we chose for these go with the theme. And then the same for party. And excuse me, I'm still getting over my raspy, hoarse voice from last week. This thing is lingering.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stamp a card and show you in action. Here is a card made all with spa colors. So hello friend. And I used all these spa colors. And then I wanted to remake this card for you using party colors. How about that?
Yes, it's so fun.
As I stamp, you guys can talk about any questions that are coming up in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so good question. A couple of folks are asking, once these 3 colors retire and get refreshed, will they still be able to get those refills like in perpetuity? So
while supplies last.
Yeah, so it'll be while supplies last on those refills.
Yep, so this
we
is
don't
the
plan
time
to carry them in the shop after we refresh.
Yep.
But you'll find that the new colors are very much friends of the original. So
they're still gonna work. Okay, so you just saw me. I did direct to paper. That's one of the things
Is this all that jazz?
all that jazz. That's
Wonderful.
one thing.
Oh, no. You're doing spa.
No, I'm doing party. So I made this card with Erica, and then she left my office, and I remade it. So she doesn't know what's happening right now.
I'm like, the card you made was party.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I redid it. Okay, so all that jazz. Our ink pads are spongy. They're a firm foam pad. When you press down on it, you can see how easily that ink transfers to any surface.
I made that for you earlier.
Okay, so she already made this, but I wanted to show them that. Oh, now we have two hellos.
We have so many hellos.
Layer them on top of each other. So when you ink, just a couple taps. Don't push down too hard. This is what's going to happen if you push down too hard. Now you have ink all over the place. It's really not going to hurt anything except maybe you're going to be messy, but just 1, 2, maybe 3 light taps. Press down, and voila, you have a fully inked, stamped, beautiful image. That is one of the things that people really love about our inks is the ink transfer. It just works really beautifully. And then, like you just saw me do, direct to paper. Now I have all that jazz cardstock, and Erica die cut this guy for me. And now we have a hello. Oh, so pretty.
So, question was, were party colors like glossy and spa colors matte? No. The inks will dry with the same finish. The difference has to do with saturation level. So party colors are fully saturated, so they're going to be brighter, colors that really pop, colors that feel really vibrant. And then the spa are more muted, so they're going to have a more romantic, vintage, boho kind of feel to them. So they have a gray undertone, which makes them a little bit more muted, and these are fully saturated party colors. But they dry, the finish dries the same, because they're the same formula, so they have the same properties.
Yes, they are the same ink.
Yes, just different colors. And yes, I like Tammy to mix spa and party colors together. There are a few spa and a few party colors in particular that I really like to kind of add in as a pop. And if you experiment with it, it can definitely work. It's just if you feel overwhelmed by color combos, this system is set up to make you feel more successful. So if you're a more advanced colorist and you want to try mixing combos, totally go for it.
I'm going to change this design up ever so slightly. And if you are looking for more information and learning about our inks, I put some resources in the description of the video. So I have our color wheel. I have a link, I'm pretty sure, to the playlist where I have a bunch of videos teaching you how to use the color wheel. We have a color swatch download. We have a color combo guide. We have the color wheel. We have so many different resources for you. Joanne wants to know why we are refreshing. So as we have filled out our collection, we just have seen a couple colors, those 3 in particular, that we wanted to freshen up and make a little bit more saturated. So you will find when they come out, they're just ever so slightly more saturated. Some of you may not even really see a big difference in the colors, but we didn't want to just change the color on you without telling you and making it a new product. So again, if you are happy with the 3 colors as is, you know, it's all what's eye pleasing to you. So when they come out, you can see how they work and what they look like and how they mix in, but they're going to still be a light blue, a light mint, and a light purple.
Yes.
So they're going to fit in the same spots on the color wheel.
Yes, and don't feel sad because they're gorgeous, and as you see some of the other colors that will be introduced later on, you'll see how it all fits together perfectly. So yeah, just those 3 meant to be Sweet 16 and It's a Boy. I love some of the guesses you guys are making on the new names. Somebody was very close to one.
Oh.
Yeah. Very close.
Which one?
I don't want to say.
Why?
Because this is a surprise.
I want to know.
Someone's guess for It's a Boy was very close.
What's the guess? Is she gonna tell me?
No.
Oh my.
Marcy asked, what is the tool you are using? And I think, yeah.
This is the Tool-in-One by Spellbinders. This particular model has retired, and they have come out with a new one. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same with just a new color or not, but we don't have this in the shop now, but we will be getting the new one.
Pam, what a great question. Could you re-ink your old pad with the refreshed ink color? I mean, the answer is you could. What you're going to get is not necessarily going to be a color that's 100% true to what the refill's meant to be, because it's going to mix with your whatever existing ink is in your pad. I wouldn't necessarily say that we would endorse that, just in case it doesn't come out great, and then, but I think
worth
it would
a
be
shot
fine.
if you wanted to.
I do think it would be fine.
Just go in with the assumption that you might come out with a color that you don't like, and you would buy the new pad anyway.
Yeah. So it'll be a little bit of a different color, but I don't think it wouldn't.
And I would probably take the ink pad and like run it on cardstock and get as much ink out of it as you could, and then re-ink it with the new one and see what you get. And if you go into it,
knowing
okay with the fact that you might just have to buy the new one anyway, I think you might as well give it a shot.
That could work. Oh, you guys, so many great comments on what you love about the inks. Thank you for that. We love hearing it. Folks are saying love how juicy, love the ink coordination. A couple of folks were saying they're super into party or super into spa. Love the helpful color wheel. Lime Ricky, favorite color before the new box.
Nice. And so, in case you didn't notice, I did pull the coordinating colors from Spa and Party so that you guys could see. So pink, yellow, yellow-green, blue-green. So you can see, and of course, if you have the color wheel, you can see how they, for instance, red. So our parties are Cranberry Fizz, Rockin' Red, Party Girl. It's Party Dress. It's a girl. And our Spa reds are Merlot, Peppermint Scrub, Rouge, Rose Petals, and Pink Champagne. So they're just gonna go color by color all the way around the wheel. And some of you ask if we can do a color wheel that has all of them. We don't plan to release that, but if you want to put your colors in order, you could do our darkest red is Cranberry Fizz for Party. Our darkest red for Spa is Merlot. So put those together, and then next just go straight down. Do Peppermint Scrub, Rockin' Red, Rouge, Party Dress, Rose Petals, It's a Girl, Pink Champagne, then move over to Red Orange.
Yeah, if I was doing it, I'd do all 4 of these and then all 5 of those, so I know that my Party and Spa are separated.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But I hear what you're saying. So either way, that would work if you wanted to collate your colors together. Let's see. I saw a really good question. Allison wants to know, off the topic of ink, what kind of die cutting machine do you use? Catherine?
I have the Spellbinders Platinum, and I also have the Big Shot. And I think they're both great.
Yeah. And you have a Gemini Junior that you've used some as well. This stamp set is called And Extras. It was a Club Circe stamp set, but it is now available in the shop. It's called And Extras. And it coordinates with the Furthermore stamp set and dies.
So I want a little pink flower here. No one get upset. Just going to try to stamp that in there and then put my leaf right back over it. I tore a little bit, but we're going to be okay. Erica, what do you think sequin-wise?
Good true red, I'd say Rockin' Red for sure.
Rockin' Red, or you might want to try out Rouge too. Sorry, I sprung that on you.
Yeah, and I'm trying to...
She's like, dang it, I'm trying to read comments.
Here. Let's see. I like the idea of maybe Soda Springs or Charleston, and then Flamenco Beach is kind of fun. I like those. Do we have those appeal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me see what I missed.
Sorry, I put you on the spot. I have this little friend cut out. So cute. I'll just add this little friend. Oh, hold on. I want to put the hello on first. And I think I want to layer these just to give it a little more height. Here is the and extra stamp set that I'm using. I think this is a great, especially for beginners, or anyone who just wants a general fabulous floral in their stash. This is a great one.
We keep our minis in the little white boxes that they come in. We chose that packaging because we thought it was handy dandy. I know there are some friends who organize them in drawers, in like little drawer divider things. I've seen a couple of different ideas with that. It's a really great question. If anyone who's with us has minis and you have a really fun way that you organize them, let Orit know. And someone said...
And just a reminder, on this video, we are going to be drawing one random commenter to win a year of ink. So all of the new ink that we release next year. All of our large full-size ink pads, all of our refills, and all of our minis will automatically be shipped to this one lucky commenter. All you have to do is comment on this video either in the live chat or on the replay.
Okay, someone said, good question, Pam, so I found it. What is the most popular Christmas ink colors? You know what? That is a good question. I think people use so many different color combos, but if you're talking about classic reds and greens, we do get a lot of folks that are into like a rockin' red kind of grass skirt combo, but also I think Deck the Halls and Cranberry Fizz. I'm gonna grab them.
And I like rockin' red with our new martini. I love that. I love a bright, perfect red with a pop of olive.
Do you have rockin' over here?
No, it should be over there. No, it's not.
It isn't, unless I'm like losing my eyesight. Personally, I like to use Samba a lot for holiday, guys, and that's why I'm saying it's kind of a tricky question because it's not a traditional red.
It's rockin' red.
So, rockin' red with either grass skirt or martini is a fun red and green way to go.
I also like this.
Yeah, that's
really fun.
One of Catherine's favorite color combos.
It's a girl.
And then Cranberry Fizz and Deck the Halls are like a home run when it comes to like classic red and green combo. But with our Stamp Nation membership, we've done a lot of holiday stuff in the past, and we do like right now we have holiday card challenge that we're doing. And one of the things we do very often every year is different combos, and sometimes we do non-traditional combos, and every year as well when we
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh. Need an ink refill.
Every year as well when we do our patterned papers for our holiday collections, we use a different color combination. So it's fun to get inspiration, but asking for most popular, and it's just people like so many different things, guys.
You gave a lot of really great suggestions just now.
Thanks.
So re-inking is really easy. Just gently squeeze your bottle, run it over, and then the foam pad takes a little bit of time to distribute the ink. So I like to take my block because it has a really nice rounded edge, very smooth, and I just gently run it over my pad, and then boom, it's re-inked. And then, let's see, look at how vibrant and saturated that is. It's so easy to make your own colored cardstock that perfectly matches your project.
Oh, I love it. Folks are throwing out color combos that they love for holiday. I saw another good question and now I've lost it. Oh, Danielle, the minis are not on sale. It's full-size ink pads and refills. And Debadoo wants to know, can we give a hint about Black Friday sale plans? I don't even know. I don't know what's happening, guys. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of things that might
be a great discount.
It is, and it's going to be going for several days.
Yeah.
So we'll kick that off right before Thanksgiving, and it'll go through Cyber Monday. So
there we go. Gonna move these out of the way. So there we go. So party and spa. You can definitely see a big difference between the colors and the saturation level of them in these two cards.
So pretty.
And I could add some sequins. You did get these out for me.
Yes, and these are our blocks. This is the CP Perfect block. We have a number of sizes and shapes available to fit your various stamp needs. They're lightweight. They have grid marks on them. They have nice beveled edges, so they're very comfortable to hold in your hand. And we have a guy blowing leaves right outside the window right now. Let's wave to him.
Let's hurry up and move on, honey. Move on, brah.
So what sequin mix did you decide to go with?
This is Flamenco Beach.
Stacy said she hasn't tried our inks yet. She loves the names. Stacy's now your chance to get in and grab a couple of pads and give them a go.
Oh, this looks great. Fantastic. I think I'll just do sequins on the one. You can see how to add them in and tuck them in and around the flowers. I'm really excited about how this card came out. So what do you guys think? Are you a spa person or a party, or maybe you're both? Move those aside, move these aside.
Yeah, often people ask us if they haven't tried our inks yet, like where to start effectively. And everyone has a different opinion because we have different favorites.
Come up for a sec.
So I think this was a great way to, if you haven't tried and you look at them and think, oh, I gravitate one way or the other, I like this card just slightly better than the other, that kind of gives you an idea of what your eye prefers. And so whether or not you're a spa gal or a guy, or a party girl or guy.
Party girl. Spa.
So,
Yeah.
Catherine's taking out some goodies from
Okay.
a little handy dandy box here.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right, so our Color Made Easy system, I wanted to demonstrate this and show it to you how we have extended it just beyond the ink colors and how
Yes.
you can get the most out of the line. So Erica was actually teaching my husband the other day about the fact that like makeup lines and hair care products will do their line, everything coordinates together so that when you get everything from one company, you know it's all going to work together. I'm cracking up about this right outside
Hopefully
our door.
that's
Wonderful.
not so loud for you guys,
So-
but if you hear a roving motor, it is the guy blowing leaves.
Right outside the window here. That is hilarious. So it's the same with the Catherine Pooler line. We make everything to coordinate together, so it's really easy for you. Again, we call it Color Made Easy. So for instance, sketchbook patterned paper, right here down at the bottom, it tells you all of the colors that are in this paper pack. And just a public service announcement, stamping and printing are two different processes, so you will never get them to be a perfect match. They're going to coordinate.
They're different mediums and yeah.
So they're not going to look like the exact same color. But
we spend a lot of time color matching.
we sure do. It is a painstaking process that involves 3 of us here in the office.
And we do with every single pack of paper we make.
Yep, every color, every pack. And then Erica puts together a pack of sequins for almost every single pack of paper. And these, again, also are meant to coordinate with the ink colors and the paper pack. So you can see how great the Scranton, it's like a box of highlighters, that's why I call it Scranton, how well it goes with this paper pack. And so this is Party. And then a very similar color palette here in Spa. And this is our Bright Idea patterned paper pack. So we have pink champagne, rose petals, rouge, shea butter sauna, green tea, skylight, bay breeze, and cove blue. These are all Spa colors. So you can see there's a big difference in the feel of these color palettes and these paper packs. There we go.
All right, we had another really good question while you were explaining that. And I've lost. I apologize, guys. I've lost it, but I know what the question was. Are the pads made of the same thing in our mini form and our full size form? And the answer is yes. It's the same firm foam material. It's just one's cut for the oval pad and one is cut for the mini pad. So it's the exact same formula of ink and the same pad. Just one is in a smaller format. And you guys ask us a lot about releasing minis, and that generally happens about a year after. There's a myriad of, again, boring reasons as to why. But we do our best to get them out to you in a timely manner based on what we can do. But generally, just so you know the general rule, we won't release those full size and the mini at the same time. But we do get them out to you usually within a year. Tana said she can hear the leaf blower and she's laughing. Will we retire the paper pads that use those retired inks? Very good question, Christine. We don't have a plan to do that at this point. Some of those papers are much older and some of them will retire, but mostly we will just continue to sell them until we're ready to retire that paper pack.
And like we said, you probably won't really see
they'll still coordinate,
so
because again, again, those colors are coordinated. It'll still coordinate. Any clues on the next set of minis?
They want to know everything. Okay, so before we dive into more questions, the next project I'm going to be making for you, I'm going to do ink blending with blending brushes, and I'm going to do ink blending on a stamp. So I was inspired by these two cards. I think this one might be Jenny Colasico, and this one is Alina. So two of our brand ambassadors, and this is where I'm getting the inspiration. So our ink is dye-based. It's water-based dye, water-based ink, and also I think another public service announcement. What?
MJ Bear says, "Can you send the leaf blower to my house?" Sorry, public service announcement.
Dye inks, as a rule, that formulation, the chemical formulation of a dye ink, they do fade over time, especially when left out in the light, whether it's artificial or sunlight, it is going to fade over time. So if that is something that is important to you, just keep that in mind.
And only if it's marked as archival. Any ink you buy, if it's not marked as archival generally, unless
pigment.
Are not, they will fade over time.
Yep, so pigment or archival are going to be, but
and I would say from our personal experience, we had some cards in our shop window. We don't really have a shop. Chris asked where our shop are. You're in Wake Forest, Chris. We're here in Raleigh, near Pleasant Valley, but we don't actually have a storefront here. But we are near you. Yes. In our old office, we had a little area in the very front where we had like a stand, and we had some cards on display. And those that the sun actually hit during the course of the day, some of those faded. But we have cards all over the office, and a lot of them
look great.
They look great.
Yeah.
So over time they will, but unless you lay it next to a brand new one, you probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
I know that's a big thing for maybe scrapbookers, but
yeah. Or if you make it a home decor item, which is also something to think about.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So just something to be aware of. But that's not unique to our ink at all. It's dye-based ink. And even if you think about it, your house fades over time.
Yeah, like when you paint the walls,
your car fades, everything fades. So. All right, let's do Believe.
You guys, I love you guys.
What is happening?
Tracy said, "I need a ham sandwich." We know what that means. Gosh. So we mean a hinty hint of something. We spilled big beans with the refreshed colors this morning. So and to recap, the colors that are retiring at the end of December are meant to be It's a Boy and Sweet 16.
Look at that. You could just leave it like that. That looks really, really cool. So I just went in with heavy in the middle. And then I took my blending brush and just kind of softened the edges there. I think we could do it again. I love that look. And this stamp set is In My Heart. And this was another Cersei set. I'm using a lot of Cersei sets right now. You're always in my heart. Be your own kind of beautiful. And one of your hugs would be nice right now.
Someone asked if the mini versus the standard is the standard thicker? No. So there are can you guys see that? Sorry, I'm over black, so that's not very helpful, but I'm like one of those people who can't do my hair in a mirror, so this is really tricky for me. Yeah, they look pretty much the same.
Oh, that is you guys, that looks so pretty. I would kind of want to leave it alone. But I'm going to show you how to mix in other colors. Wait, I was going to do... Oh, I was going to do catching rays.
Yes.
So pucker up, I was going to do up here. Let's see. Right up here. Pucker up. And I'm going to soften that edge here.
Now I have ink all over my fingers.
Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're just joining in, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to have you with us today as we celebrate our 5-year Inkaversary. And we are demonstrating some of the techniques and properties of our ink pads, what we think makes them special and why we love them so much, and why we know so many of you love them. If you are new to our brand and haven't tried them, definitely look for Catherine's playlists here in YouTube. She's got 101 of stamping. We've got a color wheel color 101 that talks about different things, and there's a whole ink collection of videos as well that talk about our inks and how to use them and feel successful with them. So welcome, welcome.
Guys, this looks gorgeous. Yes.
Shauna, we've had this question before, the shelf life of an ink refill.
Oh,
gosh. I've had mine since the beginning of the ink line, which has been 5 years, and they're fine. So
shelf life, does she mean how long it'll take you to finish a bottle, or how long they're going to be good?
Because like maybe it will expire. We've never had anyone, I've not known of any customer service issues with ink refills as far as it still working and being.
Yeah, and as far as how long they last,
a long
as
time.
much as I've been stamping over the last 5 years, I've only emptied one bottle of ink refill, one out of all of my inks. Most of them are still very, very well.
And that's a bit subjective because if maybe you only have, 15 inks in your collection, you might use a color a lot more. So whatever colors you use the most, you might re-ink those pads the most. You might then run out of that faster. If anybody else has thoughts.
So on this palette, I did the heart and spa, and I did the heart and party, so you could see the difference.
Bernice needs this. Remind them of the name of that stamp set.
It is.
I don't see it. That's why I'm asking.
There it is. In my heart.
In my heart.
Yep. So you can see how this is vibrant, and this one, especially in the yellow and the orange, you can see that muted kind of grayed down undertone. I don't know if it comes across as well on the screen as it does in real life, but
you can tell.
Yeah. Okay, and then I wanted to show, so you saw blending the ink on the stamp, and then I wanted to blend the ink over the top. So I've already white embossed this.
Excited about that technique.
I was out sick on Thursday and Friday, so I came into the office yesterday and did this. I was all by myself in here.
Wonderful. Shauna said we answered her question.
Oh,
so wonderful.
Great. Actually, this is a spot where I might want to get like the smaller blending brushes. So
to concentrate your color a little bit into.
Look at that. This is why I love Emboss Resist so much.
Can you zoom? Yeah, zoom in a little.
And then, yeah, if you want to get more specific and...
Ryan, hey buddy, we had a customer earlier asking what our favorite combo of 4 colors would be for doing grungy journaling. Ryan is super into grunge. He has our inks. Ryan, if you want to throw out 4 colors that you love, I'm guessing spa colors definitely, but to Lauren and the yarn, that would be awesome. I need to think about it, so I was planning on coming back and answering her later with my thoughts, but
yeah, I think Ryan is a great one to
my brain doesn't
answer that.
Where's Daniel? He always talks about food. Denise, I don't know. He
Where
must
is
be
he
working his
today?
day job right now. Kathy, are we coming out with a white ink pad? I will tell you this, Kathy, white has been something that we have tried and worked on at times. We have yet to get one that we love that we want to bring to market, but it is definitely on our list, so I will tell you that. And awesome. Pam, she did a white embossing powder on that.
Maybe I want a little red in here too.
You guys, this is so much fun. I'm having a great time.
I am too.
I hope you are.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today.
Thank you, Allie, for helping as well with questions that I've missed, and you guys are awesome. Some of our customers who've been with us for a really long time, they know the answers to questions sometimes too, and you guys are great.
So then once you're done with the ink blending over the top of the embossing, just take a clean towel and wipe it over. Sometimes I wet it ever so slightly down. And then that is gonna take all that extra ink off of the white embossing. And as long as I'm talking about that, this,
Stop it.
this I did, was this YouTube or Facebook? I don't remember, but
I don't remember.
I ink blended this last week on live, and this is a great time to talk about the water reactive properties of our ink. So you can also stamp with water. So let's do it. Take this, and I'm gonna take a little water bottle and just spritz down my stamp and stamp it.
Oh. And
then I'm just gonna let it sit for a second.
A few of our friends here are saying they now just realize they need all of these colors.
All right, so if you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button under the video and hit the bell also, because we want you to come back and hang out with us. Look at that. So what happens, can you guys see that?
I don't know.
So the water just reacts with the ink.
I can see
it up.
the flowers. It's hard to see there, and depending on how long it sits and how much water, you kind of get a different effect.
Yep. I'm trying to figure out how to like show it the best. I think you can see right there, that big flower. You can also just take a water bottle and flick water, spritz water on there, and you can see how you get that. You know how that's a really popular technique, just the water flicking. You can also
color relief.
Color relief. I like that. Oh, there, it's showing up even
now it's
more
showing up better.
And then might even show better when I dry it.
What colors were those? Do you remember?
Wasn't it Catching Rays? You're putting me on the spot.
I know.
What did
I don't remember, and because you blended them together. I know you used. I think it's sangria. Oh
Yeah.
no! You know what? It was glam.
It was?
Yes.
It wasn't sangria and rouge?
No, you had glam out
Okay.
on the table. I don't know.
Who remembers?
Oh boy.
All right, so we've got those. So, party, spa. Party, spa.
So the inks are like a little bit translucent. So when you're doing blending, you can start out with a really light hand and get a really like light, subtle look if you're really good and you do a lot of practicing. And then as you continue to blend, it gets richer, richer, darker, darker. And that piece that Catherine's showing you, she spent a lot of time on getting all those colors on there. So to get like that, and a couple of our brand ambassadors are so good at that ink blending, where they really take the time to build the color up and get a really striking background. So, but I like a really light, wispy effect with it. So I generally do it a lot lighter, but then if there's an area I want to blend darker, I just carry on. So that's really fun.
I have a little boo-boo right there.
Yeah, she was just using the her heat tool to basically dry it. So the colors have a little bit of dry back as they sit and dry. Sometimes some of them will lighten up a little bit. And so any piece that you make a technique piece, it's going to take a little while for it to dry. You can take a heat tool and kind of speed that along.
So I was thinking for the sentiment, I took out, what's this called again?
Angled strips.
Angled strips die, cover plate die. I like to cut out a bunch and then have them on hand so I can just stamp my sentiment on it. So you are always in my heart, be your own kind of beautiful. Let's do be your own kind of beautiful.
Okay, someone asked, and again, I'm sorry I've lost it, but I remember the question. Tips for getting the ink off your fingertips.
Ha!
Well, it'll come off eventually because it is water-based. But I will say, our friend Leslie at Happy Doodle, she was doing some ink blending one time, And she took her Heavy Doodle memo tape and put a piece of it, it's kind of like a Post-it note, sticky side on her fingers, and she held what she was ink blending with these fingers, and then she didn't get her fingers all inky.
I like your sound effects.
So there's a handy dandy pointer for you. But getting it off, well, you just have to keep washing your hands.
Yeah, when I wash my hands, I'll get quite a bit off.
Yeah.
And then the rest comes off within a day or so.
Yeah. It's just getting stained fingers is just a hobby hazard.
Right. A hobby hazard. I like that.
Glitz, glam, and flame. Glam, I think, yeah, I don't know, guys. I forget. This color combo. I do think you had glam out that day. I just can't remember.
It could be. Now, I don't know why.
Oh, hand sandy works well.
Let's see. I almost put this on upside down. So don't forget, leave your comments here on the live stream or on the replay, and join us on Facebook Friday at 9 a.m., which is different for us. We're just switching up our Thursday and Friday lives and doing them at 9 a.m. And on Friday, we will announce the winner, and that person will receive all of our new ink that we release in 2022 for free.
Love it. Farley says when she washes her hair, her inky fingers come clean.
Oh, gosh.
We've got a lot of great suggestions. I know the lava soap is great. People love that. Dawn, some folks are saying works really well. Someone suggested hand sanitizer for removing it.
I have to do a couple sequins down here.
I need a t-shirt that's Nikki Poo that says what? I've said so many things. Was it cute and witty? Because if it was, remind me.
Remind me.
I love it when I say something fun. I always love t-shirts that say fun things too.
You do.
Yeah. Oh, they're loving it. Loving the card. Loving the technique. Gorgeous colors.
So this is my last project that I have planned. So if you guys have any other quick questions before we leave. Oh, Erica, I might have just opened a can of worms for you. You're like, I'm trying to get all the questions.
So, Mary, Friday we'll just be announcing the winner. So, basically, any commenters between now and the end of day Thursday will have a chance to be picked for the winner. You don't have to be present to win the contest. And I just thought of something, and then it went out of my pretty little brain.
This looks so pretty.
I feel like maybe we've got so many lovely people here commenting along, Catherine. I feel like we might pick one of these people and send them a card. Let's do that.
Okay.
Here we go.
So,
blah, 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 blah.
if your name is picked Jean, or is it Jeannie? Beam.
Jeannie
Beam. I will send you one of these cards. You have to tell me which one.
I'll put it in.
support@CatherinePooler.com. Email Valerie and tell her if you want Hello Party, Hello Spa, or Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. Which card do you want me to send to you? Yay!
Oh, I'm typing. I'll look up in a minute.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. This was so much fun. If we didn't get the answers to your question, leave them under the video, not in the live chat box, but under the video. And I will go through later and we'll try to answer all of those questions there. And also that will get you another entry into the winning of the free inks for a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. I made a bunch of things. Now it's time for my ham sandwich. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button under the video. We want you to come back and hang out with us. It also helps support our channel and get the word out to other stamping friends about what we do here at Catherine Pooler Designs. And we release products on a monthly basis. And we always have release parties and live tutorials because we release new products, but we also like to back it up with ideas and inspiration and things like that. So you can also check CatherinePooler.com/blog. We do blog posts there. We do our Instagram. We put a lot of ideas and inspiration up there, and also our Facebook page. So
wonderful.
yeah.
And our next, someone did ask earlier, our November collection is November 10th. So mark your calendars. We'll have
next
some
Wednesday
new stamps and dies coming. Really fun. So we'll be talking about that this week. So Thursday and Friday we'll be talking about the new collection. Thank you so much. If you were joining in towards the end and you missed something, definitely click to watch the replay when we get wrapped up here. And if you're watching the replay, don't forget to comment below for a chance to win those inks. We will be announcing the winner on Friday.
Tomorrow we're going to be on Facebook.
Yes.
At noon.
Because we'll still have our ink sale tomorrow. So
yeah, ink sale today and tomorrow.
Yep.
And if I see
like
Jean, common
you
themes,
won the card. Yay.
Yeah. If I see maybe some of the comments will inspire my video for tomorrow, because I don't have a plan yet. I don't know what I'm going to make.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The world is our oyster. Will we be here on YouTube or on Facebook?
We'll be on Facebook.
Facebook tomorrow, noon.
Yeah.
We'll see you there.
See you then.
Bye,
Thanks so
guys.
much for joining.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.